Warning, heavy spoilers for Solo Leveling Season 2 Episode 13. Wow, I knew that Sung Jin-woo was going to arise the Ant King, but never in a million years did I ever think that Sung Jin-woo was going to use his powers to revive Min Byung-gu. I was so 50-50 on whether or not Chae was going to make it out alive or not, but she actually did. The lovely, elegant, wonderful, beautifully drawn Chai Hye-in the dancer is finally back, alive and well, and I am a very happy boy. I do love how Sung Jin-woo paid respect to Min Byung-gu. I thought he was going to be incredibly cold and ruthless arising him, but apparently Min told Sung Jin-woo to arise him and for him to use his powers. When did he hear this voice? I think it would have been a great choice to have a scene with those two talking instead of Sung Jin-woo just saying it. I do feel like it would have had a lot more weight and closed out Min Byung-gu's character a little bit better. I do love the callback to Season 2 Episode 2 when Yeonwoo Baek puts his hand on Jin-woo's shoulder. This time, instead of Sung Jin-woo looking coldly at Yeonwoo, I do feel like I'm starting to understand Jin-woo a little bit more. I don't think he has ever been someone who likes to be ordered around, but likes to do things on his own free will, which does explain why he was so cold to Yeonwoo back in Season 2 Episode 2. Sung Jin-woo likes kind-hearted people, and Sung Jin-woo hearing that plea from Yeonwoo, I think it struck a chord with Jin-woo. Jin-woo likes kind-hearted, earnest people. We have seen this with Captain Ki-hon and his team, Jin-ho, Jin-ho's best friend, and a few others as well. Seeing the goodness in others like his family, his friends, and even his fellow hunters is giving Jin-woo more of a reason to get stronger and to fight all the demons. You fight for the good in this world instead of the bad like Captain Kim and all of the demons in these dungeons. So it was nice to see Sung Jin-woo release Min Byung-gu from his Shadow Puppet Warrior collection, but at the same time, damn, what a missed opportunity having a healer in your shadow army. Oh, it was so sad seeing Yeonwoo more or less say goodbye to his buddy. Thankfully, he didn't go crazy and lose his humanity over losing his best friend. Moving on from this, one thing that truly surprised me, the Red Ants actually survived. I thought after Chai Hye-in the dancer taking out the queen would be enough, but no, they're still attacking all of the hunters. I didn't expect the Red Ants to have this much free will. They're not part of a hive mind like I thought. Very surprising indeed. But not to worry, Sung Jin-woo is here to save the day, using the Demon Monarch's sword, slicing all of those red ants. Why didn't Sung Jin-woo use this sword more often? It would have been so cool seeing him slaying all of these fools. Oh my gosh, this shot of him with the sword looks slick. It's almost like he is part of an anime and is aware of it, so he just wanted to look cool for the final episode of the season. Lol. Sung Jin-woo activates his powers to arise the Ant King Beru. No surprise there, but something interesting happened. He was sent into a world of darkness. What does this all mean? I have some theories, but I'll save that for another video. Mate, I love the way the Ant King Beru awakened. Very similar to the way he awakened initially, awakening from a shell looking incredibly spooky and eerie, but now he's like a butterfly that was once a caterpillar awakened from a chrysalis. The way he just opened the cocoon and came out, he looked absolutely majestic and very heroic indeed. Him being able to talk is quite interesting. I do wonder if in the future Sung Jin-woo's new future warriors will also talk as well. I can only assume. I do like how Beru still has his memories intact, and he's like, yeah, you killed me, but it is what it is. You are my new master now, and I want to serve ya. I think it's kind of cool to have a Shadow Warrior being able to speak. Sung Jin-woo will be able to talk about the system and anything he's thinking and feeling related to these powers to Beru. But damn, the poetic irony of Beru flying around, zipping, attacking all of the humans to protect all of his ants. Now he is attacking all the ants to protect the humans. I do wish we had more time seeing Beru the Ant King slaying the Red Ants. Just one more Sakuga-like animation sequence please, A1 Pictures. Also, is it me or did this entire sequence feel rather quick? Beru slices all of the red ants, and then in a few seconds it immediately cuts to still shots of the crowd, of the hunters cheering and being happy that they won. I think I would have loved to have seen a little bit more of a build-up leading up to that crowd celebration, it does look like Beru did not defeat all of the red ants, as there is a swarm of them heading towards the mainland, and you have this Giga Chad long ponytail boy demolishing these red ants. My jaw was on the ground. I couldn't believe that there was another character out there in the world with a strength on the same level as Sung Jin-woo. Oh my gosh, I was so annoyed when I saw this sequence. The animation was great, don't get me wrong, but where was this guy? He should have been on the Jeju Island. Oh my gosh, I do feel like we finally have someone to rival Sung Jin-woo. This is what I thought Goto was going to do when he arrived on Jeju Island, but he ended up being a fraud. Moving from all that, I do love seeing how Sung Jin-woo gave respect to Min Byung-gu at the memorial, and it does seem like people are split with Sung Jin-woo. Some see him as a hero, and some are annoyed that he didn't join in the raid earlier on. I do feel like this is going to play out in full force in season 3. I hope the divided opinions on Sung Jin-woo by the general public isn't going to affect his family, especially his mom. I don't want to see Jinha getting bullied in school because of Sung Jin-woo arriving late in the battlefield. That will be no good. But I loved how Yeonwoo more or less gave Jin-woo a bit of encouragement to keep his head up high despite what people say. Yeonwoo was turning out to be a pretty awesome dude, and you love to see it. After Sung Jin-woo healed his mom, I was like, what is his goal next? And I'm so happy we finally know what he wants to do now: start his own guild. I knew Sung Jin-woo was going to be somewhat of a leader, the way he was commanding his shadow warriors in the previous episode. Man, I find Chairman Go to be incredibly funny. He is possibly Sung Jin-woo's biggest supporter, wanting Sung Jin-woo to get any reward. I think it's great to have the leader of the Hunter Association on your side supporting you, but damn, this dude may as well whip out some pom-poms and get a skirt on because he is a cheerleader for Sung Jin-woo. The next sequence of events completely melted my brain because I was like, who are these new characters and what are they doing here? I do love how this big Brody beefy Viking looking man was so nonchalantly walking into scene. No big introduction. He came in and took out all of those hunters, and then this blue warrior who just appears out of nowhere looking like the Ice King from season 2 episode 2. And as an anime only, oh my gosh, these guys have really cool designs. I can already tell season 3 is going to be incredibly hype with these characters who can just automatically open portals at will. I did not expect any of that at all. It was so shocking. My gosh, I have so many theories regarding these two characters, but I'll save that for another video. My gosh, how much time has passed? She looks a little older than she did in season 2 episode 2, but I'm so happy these two are back. They're going to be part of Jinwoo's new guild. I love how these two are part of his guild because these two are incredibly extroverted with their bubbly personalities, while Sung Jin-woo is incredibly cool, calm and introverted. The contrast is very fascinating indeed. Jinwoo gets a call to try and take out the blue gate, which is a red gate. That was incredibly funny, seeing Jinwoo be like, oh, it's a red gate. Seeing him arising all of his shadow warriors, the ants. Wow, I'm just impressed that Sung Jin-woo has this incredible army. And that speech he gave at the end sent shivers down my spine, but it was also quite foreboding. I did like the scene where Cha is like, yeah, I want to get stronger. Oh, I want to see this training arc with all of these S-Hunters. That's going to be so cool. Oh my gosh, that final shot with Sung Jin-woo in his eye. Mate, he looks like he's turning more into one of his shadow warriors. I feel like overall this episode, while it was a pretty cool way to end the season, I'm sorry to say, but it felt a bit rushed at times. Particularly the first half, it just felt like they were really speeding through scenes. I would have loved if they had slowed down a little bit. Did they cut pages from the manga? It left me with more questions than answers. I have so many theories, but I'll save that for another video. I think this episode is more like a 9 out of 10. With season 2 now over, I must admit that I was expecting more of the side characters to have more character depth and development. To me, that is the biggest disappointment of season 2. I was expecting Jinho, Han Sung-yi, Guildmaster Choi, Yeonwoo, and the lovely, elegant, sophisticated, beautifully drawn, wonderful girl, Chai Hye-in the dancer, to all have more development. I know the anime is called Solo Leveling and focuses on Jun-woo, but it would have been so cool seeing these character developments from them. Oh well, hopefully season 3 will have better story arcs with these characters. But the season overall, what an epic season of Solo Leveling. I could not believe how amazing season 2 was, blowing me away week after week. But tell me in the comments down below, what did you guys think of season 2? Did you like it or hate it, tell me. Like for more solo leveling videos as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings and more. But thank you for watching, and as always, a boy do the view signing out.